everyone. Here we are again with the Empowering Moments with Dr. Frankie Bell. Again, we're in the home of a person who has chosen to win. I cannot wait for you to hear the story from Mr. Michael about his sweet baby, Michaela Latrice Walden. And I said it, I'm so proud of myself. His baby was from Beauregard, and if some of you remember, we had a tragic event happen a couple years ago, and we're going to allow you the opportunity to meet this fine father. He's going to tell you some stories that are wonderful. He's going to tell you some stories that cause a little pain, but in the end, you're going to realize he chose to win. Because as we always say, winning is a decision. Right, Michael?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
welcome. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for being a part of this, Michael. You're such an inspiration to so many. We have met your baby through Facebook. Michaela has become like a household local celebrity with her little purple outfit on, and she was a little dancer, and we just love to see her. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of us who love to see that vision of her, sometimes it wasn't so wonderful for you to see. Am I right in that?
Yes, ma'am.
So Michael, tell us a little bit about Michaela.
Well, so she came in her mama's womb. She got all the attention already.
She got all the attention.
And she ain't had to beg for no attention. Right. She always got it. And that was my firstborn. And whew.
Yeah, we can imagine. And you take your time. We're here to support you as you support others. You're such a hero, whether you realize it or not. Right now, you are such a hero. And you say you're firstborn, so I'm assuming there's a secondborn.
Yeah, I got to
tell us about your secondborn.
Well, he pretty different. He active.
He's very active. He's a boy.
Yeah, he's a boy. And I don't see him as much, but right now, from what I hear, he's doing good.
Okay, well, good. He's your son, so Michaela, and your firstborn, and I could tell the way you talk about her. You had a lot of love for her.
I did. Talk
to me about dad and daughters, the relationship.
Well, me and her relationship was very important because, me and her mama was together then.
Right.
When we separated, she didn't choose no side.
Right.
My daughter knew both families loved her, so it was very important with her. And every weekend, we went somewhere, she'll come down here. She was really a homebody. She liked to dance around the house.
Right.
And I can go on and on.
Hey, you know what? That's why we're here. Tell me about when she comes here on the weekends.
Very excited.
Very excited.
And she wanted her cousin here all the time.
She wanted her cousins here all the time. Tell me about the relationship she had with your side of the family. We don't want to say there was that she chose somebody over somebody else, but was somebody that she liked to come see every weekend? Grandma, auntie, who did she want to come see?
Grandma.
Most of the time they do. How do you know she wanted to come see grandma?
Because my mama always sat down and spent time with her. Watch her dance. Right.
Time is so important, and as you look back and reflect, you realize how important time is, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
It is very important. And I love the way you can describe your daughter.
Yeah.
You can describe some of the events that y'all did or the dance. And that is so important. And so do you feel like sometimes when you don't have that relationship with your child, they're missing out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you don't ever know how long we have, do we?
Life is short.
Life is short. Yes. So give me one time that I know there's a lot of times about Michaela. Give me one specific time that it made you say, man, this is my baby. Tell me about that time.
It was a little dance going on. Her Valentine's Day, her first one. And I seen her, I was like, my baby growing up, and this my baby right here. And they told me to come on stage. Would you like to dance with her? I was nervous, then I looked at her. I was like, do what she love to do. I'm going to do it with her, and I'm going to do it proud.
Wow.
So that was my moment right there, saying, this is my baby right here.
Right, you danced with your baby. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to a tragic time.
Yeah.
In March of 2019. Tell me about that day. How did the day start? You don't have to worry. We'll stop and pick back up.
My mama,
Okay.
my mama gave me a phone call. She was like, "Boom, check on Michaela and Ty and make sure they all right."
Your mom calls you Boone.
Yeah. So I said, "They all right, and she said, I don't know, Boom. Ty ain't picking up the phone, and I ain't heard nothing."
So let me ask you this. Let's go back. Your mom's grandparents. Oh my God, they're so intuitive. So your mom called you. So apparently she had called to check on them.
Yes, she did.
And the mom wasn't picking up.
Nobody was
And she
picking.
felt something.
She felt something.
And you said, what you say? Oh, and they all right.
Overlooking the weather. Bad storm come, but you don't never think it'll happen to the people. Someone you love so much. But
And I think we've all taken that for granted,
Yeah.
Michael. I think we were talking about that before, that we hear about tornadoes,
Yeah.
we hear about hurricanes, we hear about bad weather, and we just continue on about our day.
sure do.
But I think this has changed.
Yeah, it changed me a lot.
But it's changed a lot of us. So you decide, you told her you thought everything was okay, but what made you go ahead and call?
When they said the tornado had landed in Tuskegee somewhere,
Right.
and then they said it's in Beauregard, like heading toward Beauregard. So
Right.
I called, she didn't pick up for me, so I'm trying to remember who gave me a call. Someone called me and said, Boone, they said it's Tootie. And I was like, y'all must be talking about another Boone.
Because Tootie is Michaela's nickname?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
we call her Tootie. I just want to make sure the viewers are knowing who we're talking about.
So I ain't want to believe that. So I'm thinking it's another guy named Boone also. And they be like, no, they say it Tootie. Your child. I'm like, man.
What did they say was about Tootie?
They said that she was gone.
That she didn't make it.
Yeah.
And so one thing we do when we hear about a tragic event, we go through denial.
Yeah.
So do you think you went through a little denial?
I did.
Not mine. Not my
mine.
Tootie.
I had to see
See your
it.
baby?
Yeah. Cause I was just hoping she was just out there
Right.
calling for daddy, like,
Wow.
come and get me, daddy.
So let's talk about something you just brought up. You wanted her to call for daddy. Why do you think that's important for a girl? And how do you know that happens? For all dads, how do you know that happens? Because I'm grown, and when I go through things, I used to call for my mom. Even now, when I'm going through things, I wish I could see my mom.
Because
How do you know?
She always called, she called for me about anything. Like, she called my name. She always gonna say, I want my daddy. So, I'm pretty sure. She said she want her daddy.
She wanted her dad. But you've said some very powerful things. Some men that don't watch this, they're gonna realize how important it is to have a relationship with their little girl.
With all their kids.
That's right.
Girl or boy.
That's right. I love it. So now we're going to shift. We're going to talk about some dance times. Okay. We're going to talk about some of her favorite things. And see how you just smiled just then? I love it. So let's talk about Tootie.
Okay.
And some of the things that she liked to do.
You already know she liked to dance.
Right.
And sometimes she'll call herself an actor sometimes.
Well.
Act out parts,
Yeah.
And then most of all, like, she'll color,
Right.
Just
like a baby.
Yeah. Basic child. But
what do you miss the most?
Just hearing her say, Daddy, where we going this weekend? Your car ain't washed right now. You need to go wash your car. And they go.
She didn't want to be in no dirty car, did she?
No.
Did you go wash your car?
I wash my car every weekend. When I got her.
We used to wash that car. That's so amazing. Now, we're going to bring your sister in on the conversation.
Okay.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We now have Miss Tamika Walden with us, and she is the sister of Mr. Michael, and she is the wonderful, loving aunt of Michaela.
Yes, ma'am.
And she is the reason why I was able to see her so vividly through social media, the way you described her, and that's how I got to know her, so to speak, through your voice. Not that everybody else didn't give her homage, but it's something about an aunt.
Yes.
And the way they talk about their niece or their nephews, but especially that niece and that aunt. So go ahead and let's go back and you tell me your fondest memories of your sweet, and y'all call her Tootie.
Yes, Tootie. I got a lot of fond memories of Tootie, but I guess more so of when she came into the world. She was not supposed to make it.
Right.
She was near death
Right.
in her mom's belly, but she made it. They had like 20, I think it was 20 seconds to get her out, and they got her out. Her little face was all swollen. I was like, what's wrong with her? And they was like, oh, she went through a little, moment, but she's okay. But as she grew up, or she's never been without us. During the time my brother was in school, she practically lived at my house or my mama's house, or
Right.
Her mom never kept her away from us at any time. She just gave us full advantage, if you will, to her. So, but my fondest memory would be we were the last thing, the first thing that comes to mind is we had a 4th of July picnic at Chewacla State Park.
Right.
And Michaela is kind of dramatic, of course.
Well, dancing.
But she was saying that her tooth was bothering her. And I was like, Tootie. She was crying, and I was like, okay. So Mama said, well, take her to Walmart and get her something. I said, okay. So we get to Walmart, and she's acting like she can't walk. Now it's your mouth, but not your legs. So I was like, Tootie, I cannot carry you because TT back is messed up. You going to have to walk. So she goes, okay, I can walk in here. So we get in Walmart, walking like nothing's wrong. I said, Michaela, do your teeth still hurt? She's like, yeah, TT. I said, okay. I said, let's go get you some medicine. So we go to the medicine section, but she veers me to the toy section.
Oh.
So, of course, we had to get a Barbie doll, which I don't know why Michaela got Barbie dolls, because she'd rip them apart, but she got a Barbie doll out the deal. That was her plan. It wasn't just for my mouth, but it was, I got to get a Barbie doll.
Right.
So she was okay.
How amazing.
And had a good time that day, but that was one of my the frequent ones that I can remember.
The
But
TT moment.
Yeah, she was funny.
Yeah.
She
The
was
TT
funny.
moments, and I love the way your brother is laughing at your stories, because I don't have a brother. Well, I take that back. I do have a half brother,
Okay.
but my sister is who I really remember so fond, and I miss those stories.
Yeah.
And my daughter was very young when my sister passed away, so I get a lot of encouragement from the way he laughs about how his daughter tricked his sister.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sure growing up,
Yeah.
he wished he could have tricked
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And so now some of the payback, because are you older than Michael?
I am 7 years.
And so Michael you probably was a little bossy.
I was.
And so
a
for
lot.
Michael to have his daughter to come in and be able to manipulate you,
Oh, yeah.
and to get her a
loved
Barbie, he loved you. You
I
can
love
tell he
it.
loved.
That was payback.
It was payback. So
Payback.
let's talk a little bit about how you've watched it affect your family, the impact that it's had on your brother, losing his daughter.
My brother, before all of this happened, he was full of life. You could see it in his eyes, in the way he walked, in the way he talked. He was just all about his babies. Just, I'm going to do this with them. I'm going to do this, things of that nature. And then after Michaela passed, he is just like the light just left him. And even though he'll smile, you still know, because I know my brother.
Right.
I know him like a book, because he was my first baby.
Right.
So therefore, I know when he's smiling, it's not a real, from the inside type smile.
Right.
I just feel really, really sorry for him, because I just, as a big sister, you would want to protect him
Right.
from things of that nature. And
You couldn't
I
protect him
can't do
from
that
this.
for him. I cannot take that pain from him. I can't cover it. I can't do anything like that. So it's kind of hard to watch him go through this. And now it's kind of difficult for us to be in the same vicinity with each other a lot. And it's not because I don't love my brother. It's not because, anything like that. It's just that I can see the pain on his face. I see the pain on my mom's face. I see the pain on her mom's face. It's just a lot.
So I heard you mention her mom, and I had a conversation before we start filming with your mom about her mom, and she was just speaking so well of her, and I love the fact that you said she never took Michaela. You all say that, like, you all had free reign to Michaela, and Michaela knew her family, and that's very important because we never know. But I just want you to know, as a big sister, you're here today. You're being supportive, and you're smiling when he's doing well. He's holding up, and you're beginning to see this healing process, because it's just a little video of us getting together having a conversation, but it allowed him to have a real moment.
Exactly.
For him to say, you know what, it's okay to be vulnerable as a dad.
Right.
I miss my baby. I miss her. So you can look at your brother now, and you are being a big sister. You were a TT when you took her to Walmart and she couldn't walk because her tooth hurt. That is the funniest thing. Your mouth hurt, but you stopped. Yeah. So, but you have to understand, and we'll speak briefly to grandmother in a few minutes. But to watch how your family come through this, the message you have for the other TTs out there and the sisters out there, and I want both of y'all to answer this. How do you get through every day? Because I believe that winning is a decision.
Of course.
Getting up every day from this tragedy and living your life. How are you all doing it every single day?
First, it got to be God,
Right.
because I don't know how else we would make it, because some days are real hard. You don't want to get out your bed. You don't want to. And I have 3 kids, and I just don't want to be bothered with the fact of having to look at kids, because I'm thinking about her
All the time.
So it's just the point of, I know that God has, something planned or something great for us, because there's no reason why he would take us through something like this in order for us not to come out in a winning situation.
And come out stronger.
So I know first it has to be God. Second, it's my babies. My babies. I can't. If anybody know me, they know that I will do anything I can for my babies, your babies, any babies. But it's just my babies that make me get up daily, and it's basically it's my baby, my son, because my 8-year-old, he and Michaela were like sister and brother. They grew up together. So he took it kind of hard. It hit him a little hard, and to this day he has PTSD about storms and things of that nature. He will not sleep, but it's just him. He gives me because he wakes up smiling and, hey mommy, you ready? You gonna do this? And basically that. And then you got my family.
Right.
They always gonna call. Mama gonna call you if nobody else don't call you. She called 24/7.
Yeah, right.
But that's good, but enjoy that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because one day that phone's going to stop ringing. And I love it. So how do you make it, Michael? How do you get up and make every day? Tell us about your day. You get up, you got to go to work.
Yeah, I have my moments, but I usually like motivation, because a lot of people use that as like an excuse, and they try to use that and be like, I lost such and such, man. I don't want to be here. And nah, I really like motivation, cause I know she don't want me to fail.
Well, yeah, she wanted you to wash your car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
she wanted you to keep your car clean.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
She
she
does
don't
not
want me to fail. Though.
Wow, that's very powerful. How does a little 8-year-old speak that to you? You cannot, because pain is inevitable. This is not the only pain we're going to go through. We're going to suffer. So how does an 8-year-old give you that moment to realize, Dad, failure is not an option here? What is it about her that she doesn't want you to fail?
When she bragged about me to anybody, she made me feel like I was the best dad ever. And I feel like I could have did more, but she
was
you
happy
couldn't say
with her
nothing wrong
dad.
about me.
No.
You couldn't say nothing wrong about me.
She bragged on her dad, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She bragged on her dad. Wow, that's very, very powerful.
She did.
If you want to tell a person who doesn't appear to be able to get over what they're going through, because you're still here, you're still fighting, because I know it's a fight,
Yeah, it is.
you're still coming through, you're still choosing to win. What would you say to the people who are at the brink of giving up, what would you tell that person?
I just tell them, don't do that, because your loved one want to see you win.
Wow. Your love. Say that again.
Your loved one will want to see you win. Like, no matter the situation, just keep going,
Keep
stay
winning.
strong, and use it as motivation.
That's right.
Because they don't want to see you fail. That's how I look at it. That's how I go to work every day. And that's how I grieve different now.
Woo, that's powerful. Your loved ones want to see you win, and it calls you to grieve differently. Winning is still grief,
Yes.
but it's still winning.
That's
Amen.
right.
We Beauregard Elementary.
Yep.
That was some of her favorite places, and let's hold this shirt up before we go on. What's the name of that place?
It was
Elite Champagne.
Champagne
Divas.
That was her dancing squad, and she loved dancing. she tried out for dancing. It was a closed
Audition.
audition. And so Mom said, Michaela crying. I said, why is she crying? And Mama said, well, Ty said she didn't want to make the team she made. I said, well, what team is she on? She's like, the little girls. And I said, what does she want to be? She said she wanted to be with the teams.
Yeah.
But Michaela was just like that.
Right.
And even, I think it was like a week later after practicing, she made the teenager
Big team,
team.
sure did.
She just pushed herself like that. She was real strong. She was just,
Last thing, Dad.
strong.
Last thing. She came here, Auntie said. They were saying that she wasn't going to make it. So she came here fighting.
Yes, she did.
She came
Yeah,
here
she
fighting. She taught you how to fight,
Mm-hmm.
and she taught you how to win.
Yes, she did.
I want you all to know that you are brave beyond anything that you can ever describe. That sweet baby is looking down on both of you right now, dancing in heaven and saying, you know what, Dad? You keep grieving,
Yeah.
but you keep winning.
That's right.
Every day is going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
But you know, my mantra is, pain is inevitable.
That's right.
Winning is optional. So you're going to do what? You're going to choose to win. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much,
All right.
Mr.
Thank
and
you.
Mr. Walden, Michael, Tamika. I love it. Thank you for sharing these opportunities about your sweet niece,
Thank
your
you.
sweet baby, Miss Divalicious. I love it. The world is going to love it. Dad, thank you for being an example of what all men should be. We never know how much time we have.
That's
We
right.
never know. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you all. Until next time, choose to win.